Hello everyone. Before we begin this video, I wanted to give a quick disclaimer warning. This topic video covers dying, death, a person's final moments, and loss. So if this topic affects you in any way or you feel uncomfortable, I 100% understand if you need to click away from this video, but I wanted to give this disclaimer because I care about your well-being. Hello there. Is it alright with you if I sit on the side of the bed? Great. Can I offer you a cigarette? Are you sure? Some people like to just hold it in their mouth, just unlit. Besides, it won't matter much. Smoking kills and all. But at this point, it won't matter much. Yes. I'm reading your thoughts. I'm going to light my own cigarette now, but don't worry. There won't be any alarms or anything. Who am I? A reasonable question. My first response would be someone who doesn't usually talk this much. But I can feel already that your mind is very curious. And finding answers and solving a mystery will do more to comfort you than anything else. So, I'm giving you answers. No, I'm not the Reaper coming to take you. Don't get me wrong, you are going to die, but I'm not the cause of it. Grim always comes a bit after I do, somewhere between 20 and 30 minutes. Never less, never more. But for the question of who I am, you probably want a name. My original name. It's something even I have forgotten. The Greeks, they called me Thanentos, but they got it all wrong. They thought I was the avatar of death, and one person once knocked me out in an attempt to stop himself from dying. It didn't work, luckily, since I'm not the avatar of death. But I already told you that. Now the Egyptians have tales about me too. But my name can't really be translated from that. I pop up in written records every so often, but nobody really ever gets it right. The most recent description of me would be a deathbed companion, but the closest description was some organization who designated the number 4999 to me. You can call me whatever you want. 4, companion, my friend, old friend, comforter, and the cigarette carrier are the most popular names for people like you to call me. What do I mean by that? Well, I don't appear to everyone when they're about to die. I don't show up for the super rich, nor for people who are killed outright. If you're shot through the head, comforting you isn't going to do much. You're already gone. Oh, would you like to hold my hand, by the way? I find that physical contact always, or almost always, helps. Where was I? Yes, to who I appear. Let me sketch a picture for you. You don't seem like a veteran, but you could be. What I do know is that you're laying here in a hospital bed, clinging on to life by your fingertips. And there's nobody in that chair next to you. It's unlikely that you made important scientific breakthroughs. You're either widowed or don't have a significant other. Your family is dead, or you no longer have contact with them. You either pushed away any friends or simply didn't make any. Worst case scenario, your friends stopped caring about you. Am I close? I'm sorry for reminding you of all that. I know it's hard to hear a summary of your life like that and realize you haven't really left any impact on the world, that nobody is sitting in my place to beg for you not to die, to beg you to stay, but it can't be helped anymore. No, I'm not here to torture you, and not to reincarnate you either. Not to put you back into the body of your younger self either. I'm sorry, but death is permanent. I can't give you another chance. What I can do is be here for you. I'm not a super powerful god that's here to change things. I do know that you're in pain, and that in roughly 15 to 20 minutes from now, you'll be dead. The afterlife is a nice place, by the way. Eternal punishment for trivial things like religion, and such is a lie spread by those very religions. When you die, your soul steps into the light. If there's imperfections, like serious crimes, it's scrubbed clean and reincarnated. Once the soul manages to get through life without doing anything bad, they let it up. There's no limit to how many times a soul can try. There's no punishment, just a proper cleansing and repair station. For those who haven't done anything wrong, you're rewarded just as much as the great minds and saints. Just eternal happiness with your significant other if you had one and they passed away before you. Then, if I can't do anything, Why am I here? Well, because I represent a promise. I'm not just here. I'm at about 3 or 4 places at once at any given time. And the promise I represent is simple. Nobody dies alone. Even if you push everyone away, even if everyone stops caring about you, you don't die alone. I'll be there to hold your hand if you want to offer you a smoke in your final moments, to tell you that everything is going to be alright. Some people decide to tell me their story. Others just want me to hug them as they cry and eventually die in my arms. Some want to sit in silence until they pass away. Whatever they decide, it's all right with me. I've been doing this since the beginning of time. I've seen it all. I speak every language, know every mind's deepest thoughts. When did it start? Well, that was before history as you know it began. A nomadic, tribal society. About 20 to 30 people per tribe. Sometimes people were injured or ill, and since the tribe would keep traveling even when they collapsed, there was very little kindness. I vaguely remember an old man collapsing to the ground while the tribe I was in was walking. I yelled, tried to get them to stop walking, but they didn't. He couldn't contribute anymore, so they left him to die. I didn't. I stayed there, holding his body as he coughed and twitched until he was dead. And I kept holding him until I starved, not willing to let him go. When I died, the light appeared to me as usual. But before I could go up, I met with something. I'm not sure what it was. An angel, God, the consciousness of the afterlife. It doesn't matter. It told me that No, it didn't tell me anything. When I met it, I knew. Not the same way I'm reading your thoughts. More like it made me know what it wanted me to know at an instinctual level. It made me know that I was the first one to commit a virtue, to comfort someone as they died before anyone else did. Perhaps the first true kindness. It told me that it would send me back, but with a soul that could burn even brighter, and the ability to comfort everyone who needed it in their final moments. It showed me how the world works, how the afterlife works, and then sent me back up. And at that moment, I became like this. Black suit, box of cigarettes, undying and omnipresent in a way. So, now that you know what I am and how I came into being, and that everything will be alright, have you decided if you want that cigarette or not? That sounds like a good choice. Now just lay back. Grim will come. There's no reason to talk or struggle. He will take you. It won't hurt, not as much as it does now. The pain will fade, and you'll go to a state of eternal bliss. When your family dies, you'll make amends. And if they have died, you'll be with them again. Someone who will love you, for you, will be there too, eventually. And you'll live the rest of eternity without struggle, illness, or pain. Now, close your eyes. There's nothing you can do, and there's nothing you have to do. Just try and get as comfortable as you can. Don't worry, I'll be right here, right until it ends.